We're given the following parameters for a Lee-Carter model. Okay, so this model is distributed as a normal distribution with a mean of negative 4.775 and a variance of 0.10125. We want to find the 95th percentile or quantile of probability of surviving age 60 in 2020, assuming we have UDD between integer ages. So the first thing we should do is we want to use this formula. Well, first, typically this is the formula that's used for probability of death for UDD. So in order to make this to probability of survival, we're going to do 1 minus this. And if we get it under one fraction, so we should get 1 minus 0.5 times mx over 1 plus 0.5 times mx. So this is the formula that we should use, but there's a couple things. First, we want to talk about percentiles. So what we're going to do is calculate first first thing is the 95th percentile. That's what we want to find. But notice that p of x is a decreasing function. The reason is as mx increases, 1 minus 0.5 mx decreases, and 1 plus 0.5 mx increases. So you have the numerator decreasing, the denominator increasing, so this is a decreasing function. So in that case, instead of looking at the 95th percentile, we're going to be looking at the 5th percentile. If it was increasing, we'll be looking at the 95th percentile. So the next step is to find out what mx is going to be. Right. So let's write it like this. We're looking for the quartile. Now it's going to be the 5th percentile of P60 2020. So that's going to be 1 minus half quartile, 5th percent quartile of M60 2020 all over 1 plus half quartile, the 5th percentile, M60 2020. Now from this formula, I need to find out what is the 5th percentile of M60 2020. So in general, because M is log normally distributed, well first, okay, so we're given that LM is normally distributed. M will be log normally distributed. So mu would be negative 4.775, and then sigma squared will be 0.10125. So if we're looking at the 5th percentile, we're going to have e raised to negative 4.775, and then it's going to be minus, because we're looking at the z, right? So we're looking at e to the mu plus z times sigma squared. The 5th percentile gives us z of 1.645. So actually, sorry, this is going to be sigma, not sigma squared. And then it's going to be the square root of 0.10125. So that's approximately 0.005. So we're going to take this value and plug it in to both of these unknowns. So we'll get that the fifth percentile is, let's see, we'll get it's 0.99501. And that's our final answer.